Hello there, Virgo, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and today I will be doing your July love reading. So we're going to take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we're going to look at the tarot for some more details. If you're enjoying the content I create or resonating with the message, I would really appreciate it if you would like, share, or subscribe. It helps to build my channel and get my message of light and love out to the world. Okay, let's take a look at your overall energy. Not for you. Okay, there could be somebody in your life, Virgo, that's just not meant to be on your path any longer. And it doesn't mean that, they weren't meant to be on your path at all. It just means that perhaps that relationship has come to an end. And this is something, I think it's interesting. It's like a fortune cookie, Keep in mind that the universe takes things out of our life that are no longer serving our higher good so that there is room for something even better to come into our life. So if you are, and look at this dropped out while I was shuffling, the fates, there's somebody fated to be on your path. There really is. And so by losing, whatever connection there was here, some kind of love connection of some sort, whether, it was just somebody you were casually seeing or if it was a committed relationship, that by having that person leave your life, it makes room for somebody that's really fated to be on your path and, possibly for a very long time. A leg up. The universe is giving you something special here, Virgo, and I know your energies have become more positive with the later readings, but you really have had like a lot of change in your life or trying to make progress on your spiritual path over the last couple of months, it seems like. So, you've been doing the work, and this is the universe wanting to come in and reward you with somebody that's really special, that's meant to be on your path. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the romance angel cards. Let's see what we can get here, and then we'll go to the tarot. All right, deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. This is not your new relationship. This is the relationship that's not for you. And, sometimes this can be a sense of betrayal, okay? But I also get a sense that somebody that you're dealing with from the past is perhaps not showing how much they truly love you. So they, perhaps you've already separated and this person is on social media, showing off some new love interest in their life or something like that. And it's just really, it's not what it appears to be on the social media. In other words, they really are missing you, Virgo, or want, reminiscing about you. You still are on their mind, even if they are in a connection with somebody else. You are definitely still on their mind. And they're just kind of putting it out to the world that, hey, yeah, look at me. I'm great. I don't really need Virgo. But in their heart, they really do. They do miss you. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And that's what I get with all of this and the leg up, right? That there's somebody special that is coming in on your path or will be on your path very soon. And you deserve love. You deserve to have this new person coming in very much. Worth waiting for. This is lovely, lovely energy. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to your tarot. Because we do definitely have a connection leaving in the past, I am going to do a past position. I haven't done it for every sign, but I am going to do it for you. So we'll look at past, present, obstacle, advice, and then what the future may hold. Okay, in the past, you had the Hanged Man. This is a sense of waiting. trying to get clarity about a situation. And I think for some of you, this deception is going back to this waiting game, trying to see, is this person just pretending they don't need me or love me? Will they come back around? Trying to just get clarity about exactly why the relationship may have ended, trying to get wisdom about that relationship, how you're going to move forward. What lessons you can learn from this relationship. Really interesting energy, but Virgo, I think of it as very positive. I really do. And then here you are in the High Priestess. I think it's so interesting because, this fortune cookie was on this plate, and I was tempted, but didn't say that I thought that you already knew what the fortune cookie was saying. Like, you already knew what your fortune is. You're tuning into your intuition. You're realizing that this person from the past, either they deceived you, you already had inklings of it, or they're deceiving others about your connection. And you already know that there is somebody better, like that you deserve somebody better than this past connection. Okay, Virgo, I'm not surprised. You really have made so much progress on your journey. So let's see this is your obstacle, Ace of Cups. So part of this is making sure that you're spending time loving yourself, understanding your worth, understanding that you do deserve love, coming into that sense of, I really want to wait for the perfect person, for the person that's really meant to be with me, this fated soulmate. The person that you're dealing with from the past may have very quickly moved into another connection or is just out there meeting new people, and you're kind of still, gaining wisdom from this whole situation. You may actually even be looking at that person and learning lessons about how you want to act in this situation. Almost as if, yeah, they're doing that, but I know that's not what is right for me. That you may just not be ready yet to date, to get out there, to meet new people. But you're okay with that because you know intuitively that there is somebody fated, and that your time right now should be spent on just taking care of you, loving yourself, raising your vibration so that you can attract this really fated soulmate in. Really nice. I also think that you intuitively know that this Ace of Cups, somebody is going to offer you love, but it's not going to maybe be right now. You may have a sense of urgency because the person that you're dealing with in the past may just kind of be out there a little bit, and you're kind of like, oh, I'm not progressing. I'm not healing from our separation as quickly as they are. Really interesting. Okay, so here is your advice. Temperance. Being patient with yourself. Allowing yourself to heal and gain the wisdom. I also want to point out, you have 3 major arcana. We have 4 cards on the table, and 3 of them are major arcana. This is this time period where you may be solitary, and I don't think it's for long, so don't worry about that, Virgo. But it is a time for you to really gain wisdom about yourself, about what you cherish about love relationships. What did you love about the person that you're separated from? What did you love about yourself when you were with that person? What is it that you enjoy about being in a relationship? And then also taking a look at, okay, what things would I do differently? Or what things do I want different in my next relationship? And taking the time to really, look at her. She's just sitting there so calmly, so patiently, not beating yourself up, not feeling guilty or shame or anything like that about how much time or effort you put into that relationship. Like, just coming to this sense of being grateful. That's how I feel. Like, she looks grateful for everything that she has in her life, and being grateful for that relationship and the lessons that you learned, what that person brought into your life. Because Virgo, I really think you're kind of in that energy, and by being in that energy, you're raising your vibration, and you will attract somebody in that is also at that really positive high vibration. King of Pentacles. This is interesting. I think it was Capricorn had the same exact card in the same exact position. So you could possibly be dealing with a Capricorn. But the King of Pentacles is really about being, and this is the female King of Pentacles. Gender doesn't really matter, but it's, to me, when it's the female, it's a little bit more nurturing. The King of Pentacles can be really stuck on building stability in their life, being super responsible and everything. But the Queen of the King of Pentacles female version is a little bit more flexible, a little bit more loving, nurturing. And I think that this is where you're finding yourself. Like you are truly coming into this sense of coming out of this self-doubt, right? You may still be feeling a little self-doubtful, but very soon you're going to get the Ace of Wands. You're going to get a sense of a fresh start in life. Really nice energy that I got a burst of energy there. I do want to point out, I think it's really interesting because here are your 5 cards for the tarot. We are going to clarify these, but look at how peaceful all of those characters are. And Virgo, I think that you are coming into a sense of peace, being at peace with whatever happened in the past, being at peace with, how much time and effort you put into that relationship. Being at peace that that person was not for you, and that it is time to move on, and that there is somebody meant to be on your path that is going to be extremely loving and responsible and just, really grounded, good for you. Like, I feel like they're going to make you, we have the 8 of Swords on the bottom. This is kind of like self-doubt, being kind of caged in and everything. I think this person is going to make you feel like you can come out of this cage and you have confidence in yourself again. Really nice. They're going to, okay, I'm getting the message, they're going to see the light in you, where the person in the past may not have exactly seen the light in you. I'm also getting the message that the person in the past may not have been financially stable or like mature in some way. And you may have felt like you had to carry the relationship along. And this person that is coming in on your path is going to be mature like you, responsible like you. Really nice energy. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify these. We'll start with this Hanged Man in the past position. The Hierophant. Wow. Okay, so the Hierophant is, belief systems, commitment. You possibly thought that the person you were dealing with in the past was your true soulmate for life. Like you put a lot of effort into this relationship because you truly felt like that person was going to commit to you forever. And, something happened. Whether they told you it was going to be forever or it was a third party situation and they said they were going to leave somebody else to be with you. There was some type of deception around the commitment aspect of your relationship. And you're gaining wisdom about what it is that you want in your next committed relationship. So I feel like some of you may be dealing with a past love that is kind of out there. I want to say playing the field. I hate that word, that phrase, but kind of like out there just dating a lot of people, maybe putting it up on social media, that type of thing. I feel like it's kind of, friends and family might be saying things to you about what this person is doing, how many dates they're going on or who they're with. And you're really you're really focusing in on the fact that you want a true commitment. You want, this is what you're heading towards, right? You want somebody that's responsible, financially stable, committed, is not going to be flighty and leave very quickly. So I really like this energy. Once again, you have a lot of major arcana because I think that you're really tuning into what it is that you really want out of a relationship, your belief systems around a relationship, the wisdom that you gain from being in that past connection. Okay, so let's take a look at the High Priestess, the Five of Cups. Let's see what else we have. Five of Swords, Two of Cups, the Moon. Yeah, there's some secrets perhaps about this person. This comes into the deception again. They could just be putting on a smiley face, but they're really not smiling underneath. Their heart is really, truly broken. This is also another sign that this person coming in is fated for you. So both of these are spiritual, divine intervention coming in, as well as the fates. You know, this is somebody truly fated to come in. And I think your past person was fated in a way too, because there was something you needed to gain from being with that person. There was some knowledge about yourself or relationships or belief systems or whatever. It helped you to have a spiritual awakening and to go into a new direction, even though here you are, you're going in your new direction, but there is a lot of sadness about leaving this situation in the past. They're asking me to take a look at, you know, because you have the Five of Swords and the Five of Cups. Both of these are about big change in your life and sometimes having to give up things that you really don't want to give up, but you know it's going to be better in the future. And if you look here, you know, the traditional tarot, there's 3 spilt cups, and you know, the person is looking at the 3 spilt cups, not recognizing the gifts of that relationship, the gifts of going through this situation, the knowledge, the wisdom that you're gaining. And so they want you to really key in on that. And yes, Two of Cups, you have a soulmate coming in. I mean, this is lovely energy. This is what you want. You want a true soulmate, somebody that really loves you for, you know, you deserve love. It's about, you know, really wanting that special person. Okay, so let's see what this Ace of Cups is. Two of Swords, you may have a choice. Page of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, celebration. 4 of Pentacles, just holding back. Okay, so this is your obstacle. You may be concerned you're never going to get another offer of love. Sometimes that happens, you know, when we separate from somebody that we were in a long-term commitment with and we think, oh, I'll never have love again. Because this is your obstacle, you're just kind of like, I don't know. You may be feeling, I don't know, where am I going to find this soulmate? You know, do I really even want to have a soulmate? That whole energy, right? But you're going to learn, you're learning something new about yourself. And one of your obstacles is, you know, you may not necessarily be looking at the lessons that you're learning, because I know that is sometimes hard to hear that, oh, you're learning a lesson here. But the knowledge that you're gaining is, you may be kind of casting that to the side a little bit, like, oh, yeah, I just can't wait to get through this. But while you're going through this, you really are gaining some true wisdom about yourself, your journey. Like, you're going to really look back and celebrate. Not right now, perhaps, but very shortly, you're going to celebrate that you separated from this person. Really interesting, because I think right now you're still in that stage of, you know, trying to figure out, where am I going, right? And so there is a lot of self-doubt and everything, but what Spirit wants you to know is you need to celebrate what you have already accomplished. Like, I feel you are so close to this new soulmate, and you may still, need more time. That everybody's timeline is a little bit different, how we get over these situations. But they want you to celebrate the steps that you have taken so far, the progress that you have already made on this journey, because you're not recognizing, it's like you're just not recognizing how far you have come and how much more you are loving yourself because of the work you've already put in. I would suggest, maybe journaling about that, like journaling about how proud you are of everything you've accomplished. Sometimes when we separate from somebody, especially if you were living together, you may have, part of this progress was maybe you had to go find a new place to live, or you had to move to a new city, or perhaps you were sharing a car and then all of a sudden you had to go buy a car for yourself. All of those things that you have had to do. I know when, I got divorced. I mean, one of the big things was, oh my goodness, I have to sign up for all the utilities, right? It wasn't just finding a new place to live. It was like, I had to go find, figure out the utilities, like signing up for the utilities because I moved to a new city and everything. And it was just like, there's so much sometimes that goes on that we're doing just to survive when we come into a separation, that sometimes we don't stop and celebrate just how much progress we have made. All those little things, they add up to building our strength for our next relationship. They also prove to ourselves that we can do it, and it helps to build our self-love. When we can sit there and celebrate and say, some people would say, well, yeah, of course you had to get utilities, but guess what? That is, sometimes that's a big deal, right? And so you just have to celebrate all those little things along the way. How are you going to, I don't know, how are you going to maneuver through your, while you're single, every single decision that you make, you may be kind of like questioning every decision, but Spirit wants you to know, no, you are on the right path. You're doing a great job. And they would like to see you celebrate it a little bit more. Wow, interesting. Okay, so these two popped out. We have the Five of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Okay, and we have the King of Pentacles again. Okay, Virgo, if you are concerned about finances, I know this is a love reading, but if you are concerned about finances, no more. Here you have the Five of Pentacles. So some of you may have, when you separated from this person, you may have had a lot of expenses, setting up a home for yourself, or, having to find a new job, whatever that was. You may have been concerned about money, but here's the King of Pentacles. Like, there is somebody on your path that is either going to help you, or you are getting financially sound yourself, building your independence. And this has taken time. Spirit wants you to know, yes, this has taken time, but you've balanced it out. Like your finances, I really feel like your finances may be affecting your love life a little bit right now. And what they're saying is not to worry. Your finances are going to balance out. Okay, now we got the Six of Cups here. So this is looking back nostalgically, remembering sweet memories of somebody from the past. For some of you, it could be the past person coming back and maybe helping you out financially, because it's with the King of Pentacles. So you maybe are getting, with the Temperance card there, you could maybe be getting some kind of a financial settlement from, separating from this person, whether it was a divorce or just, some kind of a committed relationship that you have. So you could possibly be getting some financial, help or support or some payout of some sort from this person in the past. The other thing is that when I pulled this is not going to resonate with everybody, but I kind of feel like you may reconnect with somebody from your childhood or previous to this connection that you're coming out with. I don't feel like you're going to reunite with the person that you're separated from. Okay, the most recent connection. Let's put it that way. But I think some of you may be reconnecting with somebody that you've known for a long time, even if you weren't in a love relationship with them. But maybe you've just kind of have kept in touch over the years, or you know each other from childhood, or perhaps some of you have moved it back to your childhood home and reconnected to this person. You know, maybe you knew them in high school or college. Maybe you connect on social media. They see that you're single and they're like, hey, Virgo. So it's something like that. I think that this is possibly somebody that you've known for a very long time, and not the person that you're coming out of a connection with. That's going to come back into your life and play a role in some way. It could just be a friend that's kind of like, hey, you know, let's, not in a romantic way, but just as like, hey, let's reconnect and let's go out, and oh, I'm going to this party, you want to come with me? Something like that. But there's definitely some reconnection to somebody from the past, whether it's romantic or not. Okay, so let's take a look at the King of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. Yeah, oh, I love this. Okay, we have the Hangman on the bottom. So we have the Hangman twice here. You know, really having to sacrifice. The Hangman can also mean sacrificing, surrendering to your journey, sacrificing this past love so that you can bring in a love and a life that is so much more on your path. Okay, so with the King of Pentacles, which is a lovely, lovely energy, we clarify it with the Hermit, the Eight of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords to me is a victory card. It's kind of like, you know, you finally, you know, you gain the wisdom that you needed to gain from this past connection, and then you just like walk away. Like I love the Eight of Cups because it's kind of a sweet, I'm just walking away for something better. Like you realize that you had to kind of go through this turmoil because you're just going after something that's better for you, Virgo. And here you are. You have your sword and you're just like, hey, I did it. I'm victorious in this. And I love this. I love that your reading ends with such positivity. I mean, I really feel like you're probably very uplifted by the end of July. Like you're going to have this sense of, I did it, and I'm ready to go out and you know, just take charge of my life. Like I'm really excited about life again. And with that positivity, you will bring in, you know, this faded love that is definitely on your path. Really nice. Okay, so let's take a look at your Creativity Oracle card. I do not know, and I've had these cards for a long time, if I have ever seen this card. It's beautiful. All right, generosity. You can afford to be generous with the gift of your time and attention. Okay, so Virgo, I do feel like you have been really working on yourself. You know, your readings have been kind of difficult, like I said, over the last couple of months, and they've been picking up every week. They're a little bit more positive. And I think it's because you just really you went in deep. You did the work. You are so ready to, you know, put yourself back out into the world. And, you know, this is a key that, yes, you can be generous with your time and effort. I think for so many of you, you may have gone into that type of, you know, hermit mode and just been working on yourself, working on your finances, working on your career, working on getting a house together, you know, whatever it was that you needed to do. Just putting one foot in front of the other and just getting through this path that you had in your life. And now it's time you have more. I guess what I'm saying is you are going to find that you have more time and more energy. I'm going to put it that way. Time, it says time and attention. I'm going to say you have more time and energy now to give to other things rather than just one foot in front of the other, right? Which we have to go through sometimes when we're going on these, you know, in this direction. But you have the traction, okay? You're going forward, Virgo, and it's a lovely, lovely energy of you're going to have more time and energy than you need to work on yourself in order to, you know, start putting yourself out there if you're ready, you know, to start dating or at least socializing maybe a little bit more or enjoying some of the activities that you enjoy that you haven't really had the time and energy to do while you were going through this transition. Okay, so let's take a look at your Lover's Oracle. Oh my gosh, this is lovely. Okay, there's your artwork, and I love it. New beginning, a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Oh, Virgo, that is so perfect with this because I really do feel like when you get to this Ace of Swords, right, you have the King of Pentacles, like this is you just like really stepping into your power, knowing that you have done the work, that you have built this life for yourself that's stable. The Pentacles is about stability, right? You've done the responsible thing and you've built up, you know, your finances. You're feeling a lot more stable in your life. You're feeling really victorious, right? And you're ready for the next phase. You're ready to go out there and conquer whatever is next on your path. And I do feel like you do have somebody fated to be with you. Well, Virgo, I am going to leave it there. This has really been a wonderful reading. I really enjoyed doing it for you, and I hope you did enjoy it too. And if you did, please consider like, sharing, or subscribing. But I do wish you lots of love, light, and peace in this situation, all your situations. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.